Hey guys, have you ever wondered how we create desktop applications, the .exe file, .msi file, .deb, .rpm, .dmg file for macOS? Have you ever wondered? And if you ever, and we did some research and you reached till C# and C++, apps, these are a bit complicated to, get started with and to even develop, right? So, what's the alternative? Well, I'm a web developer and I am very acquainted with the web development technologies, right? Like HTML, CSS and JavaScript. And luckily for us, like us, and even if you don't know, you can learn it easily. Yeah, web development is one of the most easy, according to me, one of the most easy technologies to learn, to get started with at least. There's a library or package which we can use. Using web technologies, we can develop desktop applications for Windows, macOS, or even Linux, and that's called electronjs. Probably you would have seen the title and the thumbnail of the video, but I had to do an intro, right? So I'm at the page, home page of electronjs. So you can see build a cross-platform. You were there only. Okay, build cross-platform desktop apps with JavaScript, HTML, and CSS. Okay, so electronjs helps us to build cross-platform desktop apps like for Windows. I already told, for Windows, macOS, or Linux. Okay, and you can develop it on every operating system as well. So what we will do in this video, we will read through the docs and try to explain, try to understand what this library has to offer. Okay, so basically if you know Node, you can develop it because it's really similar to the nodejs. Okay, so if you know that, well and good. If you don't, no problem, you just need to know JavaScript for it, and hopefully HTML and CSS as well to style and structure the apps. Okay, so we will be using VS Code for this, and the VS Code itself is built with Electron, so that's really cool. Facebook Messenger is built upon Electron, Twitch, Microsoft Teams, InVision. If you are a designer, you would know this. InVision is also, and thousands of organisms spinning all industry use Electron to build cross-platform services. It's really easy, and nowadays many organizations are using it. So yeah, it's open source obviously. So it's built with web technologies. I already told in the intro video, it's cross-platform, and the hard part made easy. Okay, automatic updates, like if you're using Discord is also made on Electron, I hope. Yeah, you can check that. So yeah, we'll get the native menus like this one. I don't know Chrome, if Chrome has it, but yeah, you would know that file, edit, view, and all, right? So yeah, that's very so yeah, let's quick start, or we'll just deep dive into the docs. Let's set up. I guess my developer environment is already set up. You can follow yours. Okay, basically you just need Node and npm. Well, these days npm comes with Node, so you need to have Node installed in your system. Okay, so I have already installed, but you can just go to nodejs.org and you can download it for your operating system and install it. Next, after installing, you should, if you are on Windows, I'll tell you a shortcut. Just press start plus X, then press I to open the PowerShell with non-administrative rights. If you want to open a administrative, open as administrator, you can just again press start plus X, then A, and it will ask you, but I don't want to. Okay, I'll just exit. Okay, so now we have it, and now we can check if we have Node installed. Node-v, and we have the 12 point. I have the LTS version. The latest current version is, I guess, okay, Node.js 14. I have 12.8 18.4. okay, I have the LTS version. Now let's check the npm-v as well, because you know, making sure. Anyways, so we have node and npm installed, and you would need a text editor to, you know, edit your code, basically code editor. So you can use any of your choice. So Electron powers two very popular code editors. One I already told, and which I'm gonna use, VS Code, and GitHub's Atom. It's also a code editor. You can see atom.io and you can download it if you want. I'll be using VS Code and I already have it downloaded. So yeah, so let's go to the PowerShell again, and what I will do, I'll go to my F drive. I hope that's cd personal projects. Okay, I'll just make a directory with name Electron basics, Electron startup. Let's do this. So yeah, we should be able to now cd into that Electron startup, and we'll just open it in our code editor, which is code in my case. And I guess we won't need this, so I can just close it up, and yeah, here we are. So the cool part is VS Code already have a terminal, inbuilt terminal, and I don't know about Atom. I haven't used it a lot, so yeah. So I will be using this, but if you want to use other text editor which does not have terminal, you can use your PowerShell for that. Okay. So let's jump to another page. Okay, writing your first Electron app. Okay, you can download and run the code immediately, which we are gonna be writing from scratch. So wait, yeah, so it's just okay, so we can clone it, but I wanna create it so that I can see every part of it, how it's made. But let's just get started. Okay, so we would have our first app. Let's create a folder and say first app, and we have to cd into that in our terminal, first app. And I will create three things. Create an empty folder for your Electron application, open up the command line and run npm init. So what this will do, this will ask us a series of questions, and we can simply say, what's the package name? First app. Let's keep that. 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 Okay, so no problem. We would have a package.json with, actually we can give a description like first electronjs app. Let's make that E capital as well. Whoa, what happened? Okay. So yeah, package.json is basically a file which contains the metadata of the app. Okay, every information like what's the name of the app, what's the version of the app, what's the description of the app, who wrote the app. So you can add like author, and you can give your name, Arpan Abhishek, right? So okay, there's an author already, so I can just tell Arpan Abhishek here. Okay, cool, like that. So yeah, it basically package.json contains all of the information, right? Next up, npm will guide you through the basic package.json file. Okay, we with that, the script specified by main field is the startup script for your app. which runs the main process. Okay, so the main should be main.js because we'll be creating a main.js file, so we can change. Main is basically the entry point. If you have coded Java or C, you would have, or even C++, you would have a main function that's the entry point of your app. So yeah, that actually here it does not make any sense. We can have any name, but to tell the app, well, in node app it doesn't make any difference, but yeah, I actually haven't installed the Electron, so I don't know if, okay, we will install Electron later. Okay, so we have to add a start script so that our application would know how to start the application. So we'll add a start script and we will say Electron and give dot as the folder. Dot basically means current directory. Dot means previous directory, dot means current directory. Okay, so I haven't checked that, but if we cd dot, it will be in the same directory, and if I say cd dot dot, it would take me to the previous directory, right? So we can just simply again say first app. Okay, so our start script will be electron.save, and now we have to install the Electron as a dev dependency. At this point, you'll need to install Electron itself. The recommended way is to do as development dependency in your app, which allows you to work on multiple apps with different Electron version. To do so, okay, so to do so, we can simply say npm i dash capital D and electron npm i dash capital D electron. It should go ahead and install Electron, and it will take time. If it will take time, I'll fast forward it. Okay, till then let's read. Okay, we should create 3 files as this said. Package.json is already there. We should create index.html and main.js. So node modules is basically automatically created whenever we install a new package. So Electron is installed. We should create index.html and we should create main.js. All right, now we have all of the files and we can start the writing our app. So Electron development in a nutshell. Let's see. Electron apps are developed in JavaScript using the same principle and methods found in Node.js development. As I said, all APIs and features found in Electron are accessible through Electron module, which can be required like any other Node.js module. So if you have used Node, you would know, okay, it's installing Node Electron, but we can start writing our JS file. So to import a module, like we have installed, it's installing, it's being installed, but like we have installed Electron. So to use that the features of that library, we want to include it in our app, right? So what we'll do, we'll simply say const electron equals require electron. Okay, and yeah, we can destructure this electron.app. So since we already have required Electron in our file, we can simply say const equals electron. Okay, and we can say app and browser window, right? Browser window. Okay, we have those two and our Electron is installed. Okay, so we can have done this in one line as well. So we can cut it and we can simply say this, and we wouldn't have to include the whole Electron library in our package at once. We would just need 2 things, 2 classes, 2 functions from the Electron. This is a class, this is a function, I guess. So yeah, we wouldn't require all of the Electron library. Anyways, so we'll write a function to create a window, and what this will do, this will create a new object of the browser window, and it will have the win. Okay, and what this will do, this will set width and height of the window, and web preferences will be something node integration, I don't know, they would explain that. So what we'll do, we'll write a function create window, and we just create an instance of a new window with a new browser window. This would take an object which will contain width, let's give 800, height let's give 600, and it will take web preferences, and node integration equals true. This would be basically like there should be node integration. So yeah, there should be node integration. I don't know what that means, but yeah, makes sense. Okay, so we would have to tell this win to load file, win.load file, and we'll give the index.html. Okay, now we have to call create window. Okay, so we have to say app when ready. So when app is ready, it will return a promise. So we have to call then to it, then create window. Okay, so this is same till then. Okay, then we load a file, the index.html, then open DevTools. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll simply come here and let's comment them, right? Load index.html, create a new window, okay, and we'll say open DevTools, and what we'll do, win dot that's web contents dot open DevTools. Okay, this will open the DevTools like we have in Chrome browser, right? So it will do that hopefully. Then this method will be called when Electron has finished initialization and is ready to create browser windows. Some APIs can only be used after this event has occurred. Okay, so when the app is ready, like we click, right? So it will load the files, whatever it needs, and then it will, create window, right? Then it will happen. It won't create the window, then load everything, right? So that basically when the app is ready, it will create the window, this window, okay, index.html, which will be loaded. Then quit when all windows are closed except on macOS. It's common for all application and their menu bars to stay active until user quits explicitly with command Q. I don't know about that. I don't use Mac. Okay, so this is basically, specific to Mac OS. We actually don't need that because we are on Windows, and on Mac OS it's common to recreate a window, and so yeah, get all windows.length equals 0. So whenever it's activated and there's no windows, okay, so we'll call that class again, and we'll call a method to get all the windows, and if the length, so it will basically return an array, that's why we are calling a length. So if the array is empty or the length is 0, we will create the window again in the macOS, and we don't need that in our Windows or Linux, I guess. So I won't be adding that. You can add that if you're using macOS. Anyways, finally the index.html page you want to, we need to create this security policy. Okay, let's see. Let's copy this. Should we copy this? We have been writing everything from scratch, so let's do that only. Okay, we will just put an exclamation mark and press enter to write the Electron app. We'll just render a h1 to hello world, and there are a few scripts. Let's see what are those. So electronjs CS security CSP meta. These are basically I don't know, we have to learn about it, what this actually about. So we'll see what's that, and we'll try to comment it out and check if it's working or not. But for now, let's just follow the thing. Let's copy this and we'll simply paste it. So we are using node process.versions.node. Okay, so document.write basically writes to the document the HTML and CSS one. Okay, so we can get the version of Chrome, we can get the version of Node, we can get the version of Electron. So that's what we are printing here. Let's run the app. Okay, once you have created your initial main.files, you can try your app by running npm start. Okay, we can simply start with the start script, this one which we added in package.json, this one start electron dot, but we won't be able to do electron dot simply because we have not installed Electron globally on our machine. We have installed it inside this folder only. So we can simply say npm start, and let's wait for, okay, that's cool. So yeah, why this should seem familiar with the Chrome developer tools, right? So we can simply comment this out, and we can again npm start, and it should not open the dev tools. So let's analyze this. Okay, so let's see if we make any changes to hello world. Let's remove the exclamation mark. So it does not have a reload, right? It does not reloads the page. So every time we have to close it and then restart it to let's see the changes. That's one thing I noticed. And the other thing, let's comment this meta tag and see what this is doing actually. So yeah, it does not show anything. Let's open the developer tools. Can we Control Shift I. Okay, security warning was called without okay, Electron. This we will get this what do you say, security warning, which I don't think we were getting earlier. So let's comment that, uncomment that, and try to run it again. Control Shift I, and yeah, that warning is gone. And I don't know what this warning is. We should be able to solve it again. I don't know, but we are developers, we ignore the warnings, right? We just care about the errors. Anyway, so this was the Hello World app, and I hope with this you would know why Hello World is really important, and you should not ignore the Hello World. So with that application only, let's experiment a bit, and then we'll go to this boilerplates and CLIs. We'll see what's that, and yeah, but first let's try to add CSS and all. So we should let's add styles.css. It should work obviously, but so let's give the body background color of black. Yeah, black. And color of green. Let's see how that works. This seems like school's computer lab all over again. Okay, it didn't work. Okay, we did not linked it. That's what. CSS and styles.css styles. This should. Yeah. So now it should work. Please. Oh, please. Yeah. So with HTML, CSS and JavaScript, we just created a desktop app, and that's pretty cool and really powerful, I hope. So that was electronjs, and this was our first app. I don't know why I'm sounding like an outro, because this video will go on right now. Electronjs, there's no one true way to develop an app, right? It's your preference, so you can use any of the npm packages in your app to develop it basically. And but for the for making it easier, the process easier, they have some boilerplate and CLIs to develop and compile and release the packages, your apps. Boilerplate is only a starting point. Okay, so boilerplate versus CLI. CLI is basically command line interface, and boilerplates are basically the starting point for an app, right? So if you have used React app, so create React app was a boilerplate, so that you can start developing your React app very easily. So yeah, that was it. A boilerplate is also a starting point, a canvas, so to speak, from which you build your application. They usually come in the form of a repository you can clone and customize into your heart's content. A command line tool, on the other hand, continues to support you throughout the development and release. They are more powerful. They are more helpful and supportive, but enforce guidelines on how your code should be structured and built. Especially for beginners, using command line tool is likely to be helpful, like us. If you are, don't get offended, please. Okay, Electron Forge, a complete tool for building modern Electron applications. Electron Forge unifies the existing and well-maintained build tools for Electron development into a cohesive package, so that anyone can jump right into Electron development. You can find more information in the documentation. Okay, we have to switch to the documentation or what? Getting started. Electron Forge. We'll be using npm because. Okay, so create Electron app. Like we have create React app, we have create Electron app, we have create React Native app as well. I don't remember the command, but Electron Builder, a complete solution package to build a ready for distribution Electron app that focuses on integrated experience. Electron Builder adds one single dependencies, focused on simplicity, and manages all further requirements internally. Electron React boilerplate. If you don't want to use any tools, only solid boilerplate to build from, CT's Electron. Okay, React. Whenever I see React, it's quite popular in community and uses Electron Builder internally. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll just clone this and start developing our Electron app. So this uses Yarn. Okay, so Yarn is also a package manager like npm. Okay, and it does not comes with a node. You have to install it. I already have it installed, but I like Yarn actually. Yarn, I find it a little bit fast. So starting development. Okay, so we can clone this repo, start developing. So we'll see Electron Forge as well. Okay, and what was that? Electron Builder. Okay, we'll see what this does, but let's first step. This was basic Electron using the just Electron package. Let's cd out of it and we are in the Electron startup pack directory. We'll git clone, and we'll give the name git clone depth1 single branch, and the repo react electron react boiler, or just say app, electron react app. We'll just clone it, we'll clone it, it's a cloned. And yeah, you have to install yarn actually, but you can use npm as well. If there's cd into our electron react app, and let's just see. Okay, they are using package.json and yarn.log. Okay, I'll just use yarn only. Okay, so it's installed. We can just simply yarn dev to run this, and let's see what it does. So it has the, what do you say, hot reloading, which will, you know, enable us to change the code and see it on the fly. Okay, okay, that it won't start the timer. Okay, it's cool. It saves the state. Okay, awesome. So we have this. Oh wait, I shouldn't have closed. Shit, it will take again. Oh, and it's back. So it also loads the developer tools when it starts. I don't know why is that, because we can toggle if we want, right? And Control Alt I. Okay, and the default one we had Control Shift I, and here we have no props. So what we can do, we can try, you know, changing some things, like if we is the what it renders root. Okay, where's the root? It's here. Containers. Okay, it's in containers. Root.tsx. What app does? I don't know. Counter page. It's the count. Okay, I need home page. Home. Where's the home? Container home. Okay, let's try to change this, and it should. Okay, it's using React router. Good. Seems familiar. We'll just say no. I want a hello world everywgre. Let's see if it reloads. It's compiling again. That's good. That's a good sign, and it reloads this. Whew. Awesome. Just awesome. Just lovely. So we have this the reload thing solved with this package, which is pretty cool. Okay, but since this is a boilerplate, you have to understand the things, and it's built on React. Obviously it's built on React, so if you know React, it's awesome. So but we will move on from that. Okay, so next we will see Electron Forge, and we will see the npm part. We are back in the Electron startup folder, and I'll just, so if you can see this Electron Forge, so I almost recorded half an hour or so, and it didn't record. Anyways, so we'll just skip to the part when it's done. And my bad. Why? and I want to say Electron Forge app, and it's done. So we'll cd into that Electron Forge app, and I can run npm start. So if we, okay, so it started. So actually it does not supports the, auto reload, hot reloading. Like if we change this and we wait, it won't happen. We have to, restart it. And the good thing is it has the same code which we wrote in our first app, which we created from scratch. So yeah, we have now the semicolon is gone. So yeah, that's one thing. And it's the exact same code if you see. So we imported that, then we create a function, create window, then we load the file, then we say on ready. There we had a function called when ready. Here we have that event listener on ready, create window, and that Mac OS stuff. So it's very same to which we wrote ourselves. So it's very easy to start with, compared to the React app, which had a lot of codes which you need to understand, where you have to write, where you have to make changes, where you have to start. So that one drawback of Electron React app. But on the other hand, it's React. Okay, so for in Electron Forge app, we can I have that code which I will show you. So npm run make. If we run this npm run make, it will compile or package our app and give us the installable file. So I already have it, so I'll just close this. I have this in out folder, and I'll just open it in terminal. I'll open it, and we have that. So we can install it, and it should. If you notice, Discord also installs like this only. So yeah, it's built with Electron Forge. I just noticed it. So yeah, we have it. So with just one command, we were able to make our exe file. That's amazing, right? That's amazing. Okay, so Electron application have two kinds of processes, one main process and render process. I'll explain it quickly. So main process is just one. Okay, there can be just one main process, and that main process is when we start this npm start. That's the main process, and that can be only one process. So render process, what's the render process? Render process is basically every web page created right in the Electron app runs in its own render process. Okay, so we cannot manipulate or call the GUI native APIs with render or web pages, because that's a bit of security leak, and that's why we can communicate with main process using render process. And to do that, we use IPC render and IPC main. Okay, so like this, we can say IPC main.handle to the main function, and we'll just say what you want to do in behalf of the renderer process. Okay, and in the same way, we can say IPC renderer invoke perform actions. Okay, so this will be the action name, and we'll say invoke perform action, give arguments, and here we in the callback function we can take the argument. So basically, if you are familiar with Node.js, you would understand this, and if you're not, I would highly recommend you to start with nodejs, a basic of nodejs before start creating full-blown Electron apps, because that would be really helpful to you in your creating Electron apps. Okay, so that was it for the Electron startup guide, I guess, because rest are the added features like notification, recent documentation, and which you can, I hope, once you're started with it, you can do it on your own. So what do we learn? So we did nodejs, we have the entry point like index.js or anything. We start a server, not your server. We create a window when the app is ready. We create a window and we load the file index.html, and index.html will be the front end, and in Electron React app, we have React app as our front end. So for React developers, that's amazing. Okay, so I hope you liked this video, and if you did, I don't know, do what you want. Okay, so if you want to share, you can share. If you want to like, you can comment, you can post your suggestions, what could be improved if you didn't like it. Anyways, everything are welcome, but I want to talk to you about the series. Okay, so this getting started series is something I came up with because the most important part of development or starting a new technologies or field is getting started, right? So this getting started, I thought of taking new technologies in every video and make a video on it to get started, and after that you people can take on that. And obviously in Electron as well, we can make another videos, like we can make projects on it. So comment down below and tell me your thoughts about it, because once you're started, no one can stop you. Okay, I'm not great at philosophy, so I won't do that. Okay, I guess that's it for this video. So